So I'm just going to jump on the bandwagon of making awesome YouTube videos. But something that's been on my mind recently after seeing a post by Matt Jansen of Innovate Elite Performance is he discussed the responsibility of an athlete and their programming. And I believe myself to be a very, very hands-on online coach, that it takes a lot to create a personal environment in virtual training. So recently, probably more so than previously, because of the popularity growing in online coaching, is this responsibility that's lacking in an athlete. So what I mean by that, and a couple other trainers have posted about it, but what I mean by that is when it comes time for your weekly check-in or your bi-weekly check-in, whatever it is, how important it is for you as an athlete to be detailed. You, at some point, you have to recognize that as an online trainer, I don't get to see you. I don't even really get to talk to you. So everything that I'm updating your programming and making any type of adjustments to your workout or your nutrition all comes from what you share with me. And with my personal clients, I provide them with a questionnaire, a series of questions that I absolutely need answered. Within that, I also provide this box that you can write me 3 pages. The more, the better. I don't care if it takes me an hour to go through everything that you want to tell me about your week, because the more details, the better. I need that to be a tool to get inside your life and to understand what you're battling and what you're going through. For my more advanced athletes, it's almost like this comes natural to them. And to me, that shows me the dedication that you have to the program. Whether you hire a personal trainer in person, which I did that for 10 years before I ever went online, or if you're doing it online, what I love about my online clients is that it really forces them to take responsibility. So just to touch on what Matt Jansen said in his roadmap or versus a GPS, and I love how he depicted it, because with the roadmap, you're required to look at the map, to comprehend your next step, and to look where you're going. With the roadmap, it's not that you know where you're going per se, but you have the direction, and then you have to cognitively be thinking about the next step all the time. You can't just blindlessly drive, because the roadmap's not going to jump off the piece of paper and say, take your next exit. So just like that is, I don't want to handicap any of my athletes by just giving them a blank diet. I don't mind making meal suggestions. I completely understand that when you come to me and you're a beginner, I design my program so that they can be for someone who doesn't even know that chicken is a protein, or for an elite athlete that has been partitioning their macronutrients for the last 5 years, and they just want somebody else to tell them what to do. I can do all of the above, but what I need from you as an athlete is the responsibility side of it, that it may take you a little bit longer, but what I'm going to teach you through our program is tools that you can use for the rest of your life. So yeah, take time on a Saturday or at night to just plan the 4 meals that you have for the next day. You don't have to cook for a week. I understand, you may be going from eating once or twice a day, and that may be the meal that you pick up from McDonald's in the morning. So how about you log on to McDonald's.com and you check out what their oatmeal has, and you see if that fits into the macronutrients that I've suggested for you. And if you don't hit it spot on, that's okay. But it's not going to come straight off the paper and tell you what to put in your mouth. You're going to have to, I expect from my athletes and my clients a certain level of responsibility. And in that is where they're going to actually get that life change. If you go on vacation and you may not have a refrigerator, and you may have to go to the grocery store and pick out food that has been pre-cooked, or go to restaurants and request that food is cooked a particular way, you need to know that oil gives you fat. You need to know that a particular serving of broccoli is going to give you or yield you a particular amount of fiber. So these are the type of things that I make sure that my clients know. Every single client gets a nutritional guidelines, recommendations on how to create a menu. And even from that, I don't expect anyone to just read the PDF and be like, oh, okay, got it. I don't ever need to talk to you again. That's not how the program is designed. The program is designed to create constant communication. Every one of my clients has access to my email 24 hours a day. I always answer email. And I always tell my clients that if I don't answer you within 24 hours, shoot me a text, shoot me another email and be like, hey, I just want to make sure that you got this. And clients that go, I've been catching myself, and it's my fault. I've been catching myself multiple times emailing, maybe 4 days after their particular biweekly is scheduled. Hey, I'm just checking in on you. I noticed that you didn't send me your update. I shouldn't have to do that. And I'm handicapping you by chasing you, but at the same time, I understand, busy schedule. It's summertime. Right now, kids may be getting ready for school again. I don't know what's going on in your life. So I don't mind doing that little tap on the shoulder just to remind you. But if I'm doing that every single check-in, there is something that's up, okay? There is something that you need to take responsibility for. And at the end of the day, you can't come back and say, oh, well, the program's too hard, or, oh, you didn't give me enough direction. Because a good coach won't tell you exactly what to do. We're coaches. We're trying to coach you on how to manage your life in a healthier way, how to fit in your gym time. If I write a workout program because you tell me you can spend 5 days a week in the gym for an hour, hour and a half, whatever you list on the questionnaire that I provide you, and come to find out that was very overzealous. Okay, you can't make every workout or whatever it is. Let me know. 3 days in is not enough time. Okay, 2 weeks in at your first biweekly, let me know your feedback. If I don't know your feedback, I'm going to assume that everything is okay. So I've just been dealing with that a lot lately. A lot that with online training getting so popular, people are tending to maybe think that it's the easy way out. I know that we had scheduling conflicts before. That was one of the biggest complaints with when I was personal training in person, was that people wanted to come before work, and I could only do so many people before work, right? So this way, the clientele is almost unlimited. I would never accept a roster that I couldn't provide exceptional service to every single client that comes to me. But I can definitely carry a much higher client load doing virtual training rather than in-person training because time is a limiting factor. With that, I need that responsibility for the person, and I need you to recognize that what I provide to you is much more equivalent to a roadmap than a GPS, and we can all relate to that because using the GPS, my husband and I just moved across the country, and it took me weeks, almost a month, just to get from my house, the same house, to the grocery store or to the gym, because my GPS just tells me where to go. So you start to not recognize your surroundings and you're not using your brain. That's exactly what's happening. GPS technology has made us lazy, and I admit that, I've definitely fallen into that category, but I have a coach myself at Innovate Austin, and he can tell you my biweeklies or my weekly updates, they're probably annoying. They're so detailed. But coming from a coach's standpoint, I need him to know what all I go through. I need him to know how I feel about what I'm going through. I need him to know the energy levels that I feel, my digestive intake, everything that my body is going through during the period of time that we're not communicating. I believe that information is important, and I also believe that he values the fact that I'm so detailed in my feedback. I just need the same from you. I have tons and tons of clients that do it seamlessly, that I write them, hey, I got your email and I'll be getting back in touch with you. That's how it should be. If I have to email you 5 different times asking you 4 more questions, you were not thorough enough. I shouldn't have to ask you a million questions. It makes my job that much harder. It makes my response time that much longer, and it makes it that much longer that you're able to get an update. So just keep those things in mind, whether you're using me or using another online coach. I hope this video is encouraging and just maybe gives you a little bit of direction about what to expect if you're ever going to hire an online trainer. Other than that, I hope you have a great day.